B. Murret. You have once again successfully, nay, masterfully evaded death and copious amounts of bodily harm with your sick parkour moves, as is par for the course. The entrance to your beloved hentai dungeon stands before you, greeting you as an old friend would. Oh yeah, this is where it happens. The sting of your various cuts and bruises is a familiar sensation. Really takes you by the hand for a stroll down memory lane. Not that these tiny little nicks come any close to what you and Scabbard got up to in the injury department when you were stuck together, back in the good old days. But enough reminiscing, you've got a mission to get to. Murret, examine wall. This wall was never desecrated. An impressive feat that the thing still stands to this day, considering all the tumultuous history centered around it. It was rather nice of the trolls who built this place of worship and part-time hentai dungeon to leave this section intact for you. You guess they only had enough self-control not to upheave a handful of walls though, since you had to painstakingly recover and reconstruct pretty much the entire thing by yourself, bit by bit, like the whole ass temple, which took a while. You still remember how you celebrated this fortunate turn of events a few sweeps ago, by immediately taking note of the sigils on this side, as was your sworn duty. And after that was done, you further celebrated by redecorating the hell out of it. Responsibility is a malleable concept in your hands. Ah, there they are, your essential pair of emergency shades, which you left down here on an earlier visit. Just in case you happen to find yourself haphazardly rushing into an abandoned cathedral, completely barefaced, following the directions of a living skeleton man in some ancient writings in order to wait for the release of a dubiously explained cataclysmic phenomenon. A cataclysmic phenomenon that will bring about the end times through the power of video games. You equip the emergency shades and allow yourself a private snicker at just how impossibly dumb this all sounds on paper, or in this case, walls. Murret, examine next wall. Goddamn cryptic runes. These pesky bastards left you scratching your noggin for a good while. They're not even meant to be read the usual way around. You're supposed to go from right to left when dealing with these long-forgotten pre-Renaissance texts. The top sigil is a special one. It doesn't really mean anything on its own, but every other green symbol scattered across the temple can be forged from its mold. You think of it like a general blueprint that can be customized to suit one's needs. This set of specific green symbols translates to exist, static, cycle, entropy, and rebirth in that order. You've managed to piece together that they represent the meteors and their purpose regarding the end of your planet. Or something along those lines anyway. Make no mistake, you're plenty resourceful, but you're no adept historian or linguist. It could just be a spooky prophecy, or hold an effective measure of importance in this setup you've been working on. Who knows? Even your ingenuity has its limits. The tiny square fonts are just some numbers. In any case, what you do know is that the majority of these marks were used in religious worship pertaining to the 12 aspects that constitute all life in existence, with some sort of channeling ritual centering around them. Which gives us a nice little segue into this flower. It's been here since the beginning of time, or so the legend goes. The entire temple was built around this singular carnation. According to these walls, the plant is supposed to undergo some sort of release process. The exact mechanical details are a bit murky, but the core message remains the same. This process is to happen only twice during the flower's entire lifespan. The first release has already happened, and it planted the seeds of life and consciousness into the world. The second release is fated to end everything the first release stood for. And now you're here, ready to watch it all go down from a primo VIP spot. The thrill of a lifetime. One for the history books, no doubt. Any time now. Okay, maybe you're a bit early to the party. This is so boring. Murret, kick pod. Hurry up! Murray, punch this pod's lights out. Nah, you don't actually want to destroy this thing. Your spiked golden knuckles aren't even on you right now, and you're not about to start punching through rock with your bare fists like a complete idiot, even if you do enjoy playing the part most of the time. Besides, lots of people have tried breaking it open before, including you. If it were possible, someone would have figured it out a long while back. You were just doing a bit to pass the time. Murray, receive message. Seems like Blue Dog finally got up and off his ass, which is more than can be said for one of your other friends, you bet. Those wallow-prone types are slow like that. Of course, you can't actually tell if it's him just from the random ping you heard somewhere in the temple. You would love to answer and find out, but you neglected to bring one of your many communication devices with you when you first headed into your personal trap maze. That, and you have way too many computers, televisions, smart televisions, and television computers scattered everywhere to know where the sound came from. Luckily, there is a solution to this impasse. Murray, open surveillance modus. You bust out your surveillance modus, displaying the set of capture cards contained within. They're oriented in a way not unlike that of your TVs back in your main block. Whenever you capture log an item, its card acts as a screen through which you can view it in real time. The item in question is not moved into your inventory, staying exactly where you left it. When you wish to retrieve it, your modus instantly transports it from its monitored location to your position. If a card is empty, it simply displays static. You are able to freely retrieve and monitor whatever you like, but if the item is moved from its surveilled location, the signal is lost, rendering you unable to retrieve it unless you capture log it again. Kind of a hassle, but you don't really mind it too much. You're only monitoring one item right now anyway. The cons of dealing with your finicky modus far outweigh the pros of using it for anything other than specific special circumstances. Murray, examine monitored item. That's your only available backup computer, the Don Commaticomp. You stole it many sweeps ago from some goon hiding away in a rink-a-dink submarine after a particularly vicious game of dung. You would have given it back after you realized the error of your ways, but the post-mortem status of this hypothetical reacquisition makes such an act of goodwill a bit moot. An unfortunate side effect of your old penchant for using deadly force to solve problems. Or, well, in this specific case, your partner in crime happened to be the lethal weapon of choice. But who's really worried about minutia like that? Currently, the thing is laying over a pile of various body pillows that represent your friends, a set of Turkin originals that you lovingly crafted with your own hands. They are stashed away in a secret hidden block that will require a lot of effort and poise to reach without serious injury. That's probably where the mysterious pingster was coming from. The Dawn Commaticomp is transported to your location once you pick its card. God, you forgot just how many stupid bells and whistles this old thingamajig had. Let's see if you can remember how to talk to another troll on it. Murray, answer Laivan.
Windless Artificer. W.A. Began trolling. Unclasped Kahuna. UK.
Hey, I'm up and about. Figure it's getting pretty close by now. The good news is, I did run into White Noise just before I woke up, which we both expected. He gave me a pretty important piece of the game. Not anything I can deal with right now, but I got it. I guess we should probably talk about it later, when we have time.
We should talk about who in the fuck is White Noise.
Well, you know, the knick-knack paddywhack give the dog a bone man.
Fucking yeah, I knew who you were talking about. Just wanted you to say it more decent-like, and you delivered as always.
Nice. Now, the bad news is that I looked everywhere, and I still can't find one bit of a clue. I think I have to give up on my quest, also due to time constraints.
Thoughts and prayers sounded to ya. I did something just as incredible as well as incredible on my end. Made it deep into the hole, got some minor injuries here, there, and everywhere, but it's nothing I can't just shake off. A little lighthead's no heavy deal, Heavy deals exist along the line I have long since crossed. Now, I'm just sitting here waiting for the payoff to come.
About how long do we have now?
Given how consistent the thing is, I'm gonna say that it's actually on time, with a little less than 4 minutes to spare. Any guess as to what exactly is gonna pop out of this lily pad? I'm guessing that whatever it is, the first thing it's gonna do is knock me flat onto my hot ass. And I'm just gonna stare back at the blinding end and be like, whoa.
No idea. What does this prophecy even look like, in any sort of physical form? I mean, we only know that this is where the game starts, whatever that means. Might just be as easy as some file we need to spread around.
Personally, I'm holding on to it being a big explosion of some sort, but if our luck has anything to do with it, then it'll just be some filthy McRotten ass dude telling us that we just got punked. Cue the confetti and studio audience, belly aching their canned laughter for effects as I walk down into the murky depths of waterlogged doom to kill myself.
I don't think that'd kill you exactly. At least, not immediately. Especially in your case. It would mess you up good though.
Sounds like the perfect way to get the melancholy in your lifeblood a-flowing. Guess it's good that's not what I'm about.
Are you saying you never get sad?
Nah dude, I'm not saying I don't bust it with feelings. I'm saying I don't get as bad as the rest of you sad sacks though. I mean sure, this is a sad place in a sad time, with sad boys and sad girls, and a sad looming environmental hell creeping up making the struggle extra worse. But like, if I don't keep afloat with us here, then who will?
I usually do pretty alright, I think.
But you're not me. No offense my man, but we gotta keep our different niches and roles stark and erected, or else we all just run together. So I'll keep being the rubber, and you be the glue.
I guess that's true. You actually turned that metaphorical insult right back around, so kudos on that one. Oh, speaking of, do you have any idea what's going on with Albion right now? She sent me a few frantic messages earlier. I don't talk to her very often anymore, but she seemed like she wasn't doing so great. Tried checking in on her, and I never got anything back, so...
I got no fucking know when Sparkle still here, man. Only people I talked to outside of the general memo were you, Juggle Mounts, and Skarwreck. And Bottom Tooth, if you even wanna call that a combo, which I tried my damn darnest to make not work. I'm gonna take a wild guess she's fine, and even if she's not, we gotta worry about startup before we can get into the collateral. You ask me, I'm damn sure nothing too awful could even happen to us right now, by virtue of we get to be momentarily invincible as key turners in the ignition of boldly going. Really, I'm just bunker-gate on this whole I don't know what's happening chorus that keeps getting sung around like cheapo smothering or fodder bond. Me and you are the most important for the outbound pre-setup, and even we don't get full detail privileges. Like damn, I don't have a whole scrapbook full of pics I'm showing off, but I'm still doing it cause it's gotta be done. Just wish sometimes there was more of a flow to go along with.
That would make all the ambiguity a bit easier to handle. But it's not our call. We have to be that flow for them, because really, I can see why this all sounds a bit overwhelmingly stupid. Or at least just overwhelming. But there's not a lot we can do. Or that I can do. Not until ArcCheck gets in anyway. Which leaves us with the question of, once the whole flower deal is done in a minute, what do you think we're going to be doing? I don't think we need to do anything else after the blooming, really. We just sit back and twiddle our stick phalanges.
Well, I know the rest of Red is gonna be steaming up a message storm as soon as this is said and done. Told her the big news in the type, and she just wasn't having it, so guess she's just gonna have to learn the hard way how this all goes down. Us too. Finally, some learning of crafts instead of pissing tears on it. So while she's flipping out, and Soda Jerk is pulling out, how's about me and you get back on with some adherence to furry politics? I think I owe you one.
For sure, you actually do owe me one. Woof.
Hop on and I'll be meeting you there, shortly after I dump the searing yell letter from my flappers. With us being so fucking important, I think we should get a chance to play us the real games here. For now though, I'm settling in for fake. It's here.
Pernicious Overkill, P.O. began trolling. Unclaps Kahuna, UK.
What in the pantomiming fuck did you just do to my stag top?
Didn't do nothing.
Like a skating fire pass, you didn't. You told me about a game earlier, and now I have one permanently stuck to my screen. If there's anyone in this dead and decaying carcass of a friend group who could have conceivably have an explanation for the ziplining flare that just burst through my wall and embedded itself into my hard drive, it's you. There is no minimize, no exit, and no power off function that works. Can't even access another application. All I have is a screen, a bunch of buttons with functions I don't have the slightest clue about, and a Skorpe icon. I bet this damn thing wouldn't even scrape anymore if I decided to drag it across my beat up block columns. And you are the one who set up this goddamn stage and shoved us all in without explaining any of our roles. Don't even try to deny it.
You just really don't listen, huh?
Oh, but I do listen. This is a game. We've just established this, remember? You've been telling everyone the gist of this stupid charade for ages, but now I want actual answers.
Why in the fuck did you think I was talking your tube earlier, Juggle Mounds? Told you exactly what your role was and you went and denied true facts of knowledge as per usual. Here's the score again cause I'm a charitable and patient man. You need to talk to our man, Sad Boy. And you need to work him into the new age.
What does that even mean, Turkin? Do you hear yourself right now? What kind of facts are these?
Once I know. Like shit, I had no clue that was how the game got peddled. Dry Bones has got a touch it looks like. Props to him for it being on the quick and easy.
I am going to slash your eyes and turn them into a new pair of slit dividers.
Truth be told, I don't know what a lot of this means myself. Even though I prattle about its importance, but you know, a great dude once said, you don't listen, you die. There's a pure and simple fact from Macho Man number 248 or whatever. I'm real tired of hand-me-downing answers to hands who don't chump my bit. Got my own score to settle with a bank broski. So you want my spin? Figure it out.